True Jew, coming to you as the host of the Voice of Zion for another hopefully edifying Shabbat lesson. Okay, I told you yesterday that we're going to be starting off our lessons now with petitions to the Most High. So let us begin. Baruch atah Yahweh Eloheinu, Melech Haolam, Warurah Hakodesh, B'Shem Mashiach Yahushua, Selah. What we're doing is we're going to be speaking always, but live stream women. We have failed you. Failed you. Partake in and embark upon. Ain't gonna be no what we like to call simping going on today. All right? No, 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 no. It's known as the unpopular accountability that our men today, the majority of our men today, run from. Okay. The second disclaimer is that in no way, shape, or form is this live stream going to give our women an out to accountability with their okay out there. One about simping. Accountability at its rawest form. Okay, forms. Second, give our women who might agree with what I'm saying the opportunity to continue in moving in a way where you do not of your own actions within the situation, our present situation as a people. Okay. A couple things inspired this particular topic of a live stream. The other day I was scrolling down my YouTube feed, came on into my feed. Thank you. Thank you, Awakened Goddess. Thank you for that message. Thank you. This is a man's world. Mm, 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 mm. Without a woman or a girl. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's what I saw. I've always listened to it, but the other evening, it just it hit harder. It hit harder for some reason. The elder passed away and transitioned on, but that song still being just as relevant as it was before he wrote it, when he wrote it, and after he wrote it, still hit super hard. Out. Ah, fool. All right, let me try to take one of these ear pods out. What about now? Does the sound better now? Let me know. Let me know if the sound better now. Because I need everybody to hear this message today. Everybody needs to hear this message. Everybody needs to hear this message today. All right, it sounds better. All praises. Now, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to the family. I hope everybody's having a beautiful Shabbat. I hope everybody's able to rest today. I hope everybody's able to recharge. Okay, that's what I do hope. That's what I do hope. I want to shout out all of the new supporters to the channel as well. So shout out to all of you. There's one thing you're gonna know about me. I don't call you all subscribers. Okay, I know that's a word that YouTube likes to utilize today. Uh, they have their own psychological reasons for doing that. But when you rock with your brother True Jew, with your True Jew, my whole thing is we support one another. Okay, we support one another. We support each other. Okay, above subscribing to anybody, we supporting one another. And so I call you all supporters. Okay, and as you continue to produce content, as you continue to spread the word of truth as well, then I will support you in your channel. Okay, so it's about reciprocity is the word, and it's about support. Okay, but one thing that I gotta mention that also inspired this live stream is on my YouTube feed. I've been seeing a lot of these videos. What are they called? The shorts. I've been seeing a lot of shorts, and these shorts have to deal with men, American men, going overseas and abroad to find wives. Okay, going overseas and abroad to find women who they claim don't have the westernized mindset, who they claim haven't been polluted, tainted in their minds, in their mental spaces from the Western ideology. Therefore, these women are more feminine in nature. They're more willing to submit to the man who they marry or who they're dealing with. They're more willing to take care of the home. They're more willing to raise the children. They're more willing to let the man be the man. And I've been looking at these videos very carefully to see and check the intent. I've seen them from a woman's perspective, an American woman perspective, asking where all the men are going, why are they going overseas, and why are men not interested in Americanized women. I've seen foreign women, overseas women, abroad women, stating that, oh, you're not coming over there to get your men. Men are coming to us to get us. And then I've seen men in America state why they're going over and to get these foreign women. And in the comment section, it never fails that I see predominantly so-called black men. I see predominantly Hebrew Israelite men making this statement. Most of these men don't know that they're Hebrew Israelite, however. I can just tell. Because if they knew that they were Hebrew Israelite, they would have more of a sense of accountability to them. And they would have more of a sense of understanding in regards to the situation that our people have been placed in. Then there's a small number of Hebrew Israelite men who I think is growing day by day because, we like to follow trends, just speaking in general. We like to follow trends as a people. And when one person makes something look cool and it looks like it's catching fire, especially on social media where there's a lot of people's attention on it, that seems to be the thing that people like to talk about. Well, if I'm not led to get out in front of that thing, whatever it is, then I usually stay away from it. Unless it's something that is so important for us to grasp, and there's been a different perspective placed on it. That's when I'll speak on it. And if 1,000 people just so happen to speak on it too, well then that's just what it is. But more than likely, I'm looking at the alternative. I'm looking at what's in between the lines. And that's what I seek to speak on. And that's a gift given from the Most High so that we can have more of a full perspective on whatever it is that we're talking about or seek to engage in. So that's why I had to start this live stream and this lesson off not only with the petition, but with the disclaimer that this ain't going to be. Okay? But what it is going to be is a recognition of accountability. Okay? And the accountability starts at home. Yes, it starts at home. And what do I mean by that? There was a time when we had our own land. There was a time when we had our own livestock. There was a time when we had our own cattle. There was a time when we were clear on our name. There was a time when we were clear on our heritage. There was a time when we were clear on our customs. There was a time when we were clear about our culture. And there was a time when we were clear about our language. And there was a time when we were clear about our El, our El, our God. Okay? And due to our proclivity to move away from the law, statutes, and commands of the one who gave them to us, we were punished very grossly and greatly. Okay? But in that punishment and in that captivity, I've seen more and more depravity daily. Instead of seeking to really get out of the situations that we have been placed in due to our own ignorance and purposeful transgression and iniquity in our iniquitous ways, our hard headed and stiff necked ways, it seems that in 2022, we've dug an even a deeper hole for ourselves. And we're digging the type of holes where, when you dig a hole or a trench, one of the first two tools that you need outside of your mind is a shovel and a way to get out that trench when you get too deep. So you need to have a ladder nearby. And usually that ladder is long enough for you to not only meet out how deep you should go, but the ladder is also used because once you get to that depth, you have an opportunity to what? Climb out. Okay? You never want to dig so deep that nobody could reach down in and pick you up if you don't have a ladder. You never want to dig so deep that you don't have a rope that can be dropped into that hole, that trench to yank on and pull you out. And our people have been so lost in the sauce that instead of looking and stopping to see where we are and analyzing the depth of our iniquity, the depth of our transgression, and the depth of our own actions, we just continue to dig deeper and deeper into a hole. And what I'm seeking to do with this particular lesson is to remind us. I don't know who's going to tap in today. I don't know who's going to be led to watch the video for however long. I don't know who's going to be led later on and where this video is going to be led to, where this publication, this live stream is going to be led to. But my intent is in accountability. My intent is to bring something to the forefront that us as men particularly seek to turn our backs to and run away from, and what our women have capitalized on in this day. Okay? Now, what am I talking about? Once again, you see the title of the live stream. Women, we have failed you. Owning a home is your birthright. I'm going to be covering quite a few precepts today in regards to that statement. Okay? But I had to preface this lesson the way I just did so that we're very clear on the direction that I'm taking this, or that I hope that this lesson is taken. Now, like I told you, one of the inspirations that really have been sticking out to me is a lot of our brothers, in particular, are going overseas, getting those passports, and they're seeking wives outside of our people group without any regard to the connotations involved with that type of mental capacity and that type of move, that type of action. Now, if you was gonna ask me, I would say, brother, stop that. Stop that, brother. Where's your patience, brother? Where's your long suffering, brother? That's what I would ask. Where are the fruits of the spirit of the Most High in you, brother? Especially if you claim to be a Hebrew Israelite. You know, I'm getting real tired, and I'm just gonna say this, and this is an unpopular opinion. But I'm getting real tired of the verbal attacks that our women are facing daily. Everywhere you go on YouTube, when it comes to this topic, you see a bunch of brothers attacking our sisters, whether it's our sisters not understanding, being ignorant, our sisters being hot-headed, high-headed, haughty, all of these different attributes that our sisters do in truth have at times. The independent woman and all of this and all of that. But due to our impatience as men, as sons of these women who we have now targeted, and I'm going to put myself in this just so that we are clear that I am a man of Israel, and that I been a part of the problem at one time. But the Most High have guided me to remediate my actions so that I am a protector of our people. I'm a protector of our women. I'm a protector of our children, and not somebody who is seeking to point the finger in accusation at our sisters while there's three pointing back at me. Okay? If you're just tuning in, thank you for joining the live stream, but you must remember, my earlier disclaimer was this ain't got nothing to do with no simping. This has everything to do with accountability. And we're going to get that accountability out of the scriptures, but at the same time, sisters, as I say what I say, do not allow what I'm saying to build and gas you up to the point that you don't take accountability for yourself as well. But accountability starts at home, and it starts with the men. And I'm going to show you, the Most High is going to show us through His Word what exactly is being said today. Okay? But every time our brothers make the statement that they're going overseas, it makes our sisters feel as though they aren't worth the struggle. It makes our sisters feel as though that we have given up on them. It makes our sisters feel as though they are inadequate and not worth the time to heal. It makes our sisters feel as though they are so debilitated that they are worthless now. And then, as men, we have the nerve to get upset when that same sister that we ignored or that we chastised in anger, in impatience, then goes and deals with a man of another nation, then goes and deals with the enemy. And it shouldn't be like that. As a matter of fact, Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3 tells us, do not give our sons to their daughters, and do not give our daughters to their sons. Let's get it real quick. Let's get it real quick. Let's get it real quick. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. Why? For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of Yahuwah be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly. The Most High told us in the law, statutes, and commands that we should not chase after other nations' sons for our daughters and other nations' daughters for our sons, because those foreigners, those strangers, those Gentile nations would seek to turn our children away from their God, from their Elohah, from the Most High Yahuwah. Okay? So one of the first issues that are plaguing our people today, especially our Hebrew Israelite brothers, whether they know or not, but more so if they know, is this idea that you can carry the seed of Israel and then lay down with a non-Israelite woman, and that baby that's produced will still be an Israelite. That's one of the first things that seem to be this modern day trend going on. Well, the father carries the seed. The father does carry the seed. The father does indeed carry the seed. But the woman carries the egg, which must be fertilized by that seed. It is the womb of the woman that the child is cultivated in, formed in by the Most High, and then birthed into this realm. Okay? And there were not just men placed into captivity out of our people, but all of our people, both men and women, were placed into the captivity. If the Most High didn't have a problem with the women, then the women would have been left in the land. The women would still be, the women of Israel would still be in the land today. But that's not the case. When it was time to round us up in Africa and bring us over to the Western Hemisphere, it was both man, woman, and child of Israel. It wasn't just the men of Israel. It wasn't just the men and boys of Israel. It was the men, women, sons, and daughters of Israel that was brought over here on slave ships. I hope y'all are hearing what I'm saying right now. Women, we have failed you. Owning a home is your birthright. A lot of us as men, especially Hebrew Israelite men, are quick to point the finger at our women because most of us in this captivity were raised by women, whether it be mama, whether it be granny, even sometimes foster parents. Most of us were raised by women. And due to that, being raised by a woman, there were things that a lot of us saw as little boys that didn't necessarily fit right, didn't necessarily make us feel too good. Whether we knew how to describe these feelings or not when we were little, we grew into men and were able to start unpacking these feelings. Many of them were subconscious feelings that we had that had to come to the surface in order for us to identify them. And once they were identified, there was this gurgling anger, a gurgling emotion of bitterness that took over a lot of our hearts. And our hearts began to get callous and cold toward our mothers and toward the women who raised us. And one of the reasons this happened is because we failed to take accountability for what it was that we did. And this is something that was bred into us as men. This is something that was bred into us. And if we're not careful about not taking the accountability within our own rights, within our own actions, we will forever place inconsistencies on somebody else, and we will never be able to heal whatever it is that we are running from. I hope y'all are hearing me. How do we know that this has been bred into us as men? How do we know that this is a characteristic that has been passed down from generation to generation within us? I have this observation that I've made. The other day, I put a post up in the community about Zeke. Zeke in Hebrew simply means knots. Okay, and those knots, those Zeke, were a commandment given to us in Numbers, the book of Numbers, to the men of Israel, in regards to wearing fringes in Zeke, in order to be reminded of the law, statutes, and commands given to Moses by the Most High. And when I posted that post, I'm going to get back to this inherited lack of accountability that us men have, that have been bred into us men. I made that post because I wanted to share with the family, especially as the Feast of Dedication is upon us beginning tomorrow. I wanted to speak with the family. And that's tomorrow evening, okay, is when it begins. So I wanted to speak with the family about if you would all be interested in learning how to tie zit. But I had to make sure that it was okay for the women to tie zit as well. Now, women don't have to wear zit. It is not an ordinance in the law, statutes, and commands for the women of Israel to wear zit. That is a commandment for the men to wear. But there is no commandment that says a woman or a daughter or a young girl cannot tie zit. Okay? So when I went and I was doing my study that evening, I said, all right, this would be a great activity for the family to undertake, especially during the 8 days of Hanukkah. This would be a great way for family to bond, for family to come together, have a little fun, even if you only are able to tie one or two zit. It'll be a great opportunity and exercise. You might find a great opportunity in the form of tying zit, especially when you use different colors and you learn the proper format to undertake in order to tie these zit. So I went on and I posted that. Now this is the thing. As I was studying, that's the third inspiration for this lesson. As I was studying, reminded, wait a second, even though man, woman, and child of Israel has been placed into captivity, it would appear to be, according to Torah, that the law, statutes, and commandments were actually given to man, the men of Israel. Everywhere we look, everywhere we look in the prophets, this is about men receiving law, statutes, and commands and leading and guiding the family unit and leading and guiding the people according to the law, statutes, and commands that were given and extended to a man. Who is that man? That man is Moshe, Moses. Moses was the one who was called to separate himself from the people of Israel and go up to the mountain to receive the law, statutes, and commands on the stone tablets by the Most High. And take those stone tablets with the law, statutes, and commands written upon them back to the children of Israel, both men and women and small sons and daughters, and sound out the law, statutes, and commands to our people. This is a very crucial understanding. But I was led to take it deeper. Why was I led to take it deeper? Because today we have a situation where our women, our mamas, our sisters are being targeted by our men, okay, as being the reasons why we are still in sin, in captivity, and in transgression of the law today. When it is the men in many, many instances of the scriptures who are considered the children of Israel. Okay? As a matter of fact, it is the 12 sons of Israel, sons who are all male children, who are identified as being the headship of the tribes of Israel. We do not have a single tribe of Israel from a daughter of Israel. Jacob had daughters. There's one that we know about who is very famous named Dinah. Dinah was one of the children of Israel, but she was a daughter of Israel.